Says I am the greatest there has ever been. He grits his teeth and he tries it again. The ball goes up, the ball comes down, swings the bat all the way around. The world's so still you can hear the sound. The baseball falls to the ground. He makes no excuses. He shows no fear. He just closes.
Well, it wasn't a rain delay, but it was a delay caused by weather, maybe weather from earlier in the week. Games being moved around to different venues. Had to wait for a couple of players to turn up from a different venue in a game that went longer than anticipated. But we're here. We've got 9 players on each team and a DH and a pitcher, and we're ready to go. It's the third game of 3 in the first grade major semi-final. We've got both semi-finals going the distance. Something we didn't see last year. Final series lasting just 8 games total. This year we're getting game 3s in both the major semi-final and the minor semi-final. The number 1 ranked minor premiers, the Macarthur Orioles, back in the home dugout this afternoon, taking on Baulkham Hills, who walked off the Orioles last night to force game 3. Keane Howard coming up with the game-winning hit. That one fouled off into the net just next to the Macarthur dugout. Riley Watson, the lead-off for Baulkham Hills this afternoon, with Lachlan Brook on the mound for Macarthur. Foul. Stringing it together here to start the game. Both teams will have their bullpens tested. Only 2 arms used by Baulkham Hills yesterday. Macarthur used 3. That one ripped along the line in third. Rio Sugawara taking a leaf out of the book of Chris Douglas last night, diving to his backhand, getting to his feet and firing an absolute strike over to first base. Look at it again in the hot corner, and Blake Gooding steps on the bag to record the out. We'll have a look at that Macarthur defence. Dane Wigg, Tim Nelson, Luke Masiuk in the outfield. And then Rio Sugawara and Chris Douglas on the left side. Chris Fergie and Blake Gooding, second base and first base. Campbell Harris catching. Claps in the second hitter. Swings and misses of that one. Count now 1 and 2. Lifted in the centre field. Nelson takes the catch and 2 away here. Baulkham Hills Kobe Cuthbert, the third hitter for Baulkham. Watson, Clapson, Cuthbert at the top. Kean Howard, Jordan Castle, Mitch Ellison in the middle. And then Ryan Mercer, Sam Levick, and Akira Bastian. Rounding out the lineup. Strike one into Kobe Cuthbert. Clunking out of the glove of Campbell Harris. Strike two. Two outside corner. Jason Spurway says strike three. And we're out at the top of the first. 1, 2, 3, go Baulkham Hills. Macarthur up when we come back. Baulkham Hills tonight, it's Akira Bastian, Riley Watson, Mitch Ellison. And then Ryan Mercer at third, Luke Clapson at second, Luke Clapson at short, Jordan Castle at second, Kobe Cuthbert at first. Sam Levick the catcher, and Scott Richards on the mound for Baulkham Hills. And the Macarthur lineup, Tim Nelson, Luke Masiuk, Rio Sugawara, the top three. They'll be followed by Blake Gooding, Shannon Hislop, Chris Douglas, with Dane Wigg, Campbell Harris, and Chris Fergie, 7, 8, 9 for the Orioles. We had a pitcher's duel last night. Baulkham Hills took the lead in the top of the second. Run came in on a double play, and Riley Puckett, that double play started a string of 18 consecutive Baulkham Hills players to be retired. Not 18 straight hitters. Obviously the runner was already on base, but it was 18 straight Baulkham Hills players retired. You can say 17 hitters retired straight, and the runner started as part of that double play. But Tim Nelson gets us underway. The rip into left field with the first runner of the ball game. Jason Spurway, Andrew Clements, and Dave Brody, our umpires tonight. Spurs calling balls and strikes. Clements at first, Brody at third. Popped up, out of play, off the bat of Luke Masiuk. Counts 1-1. It's the third appearance for Scott Richards in first grade. He started Wednesday night's game. A bit short-staffed. The under-18s and second grade also playing finals. Second grade going down to Blacktown, 12-11 over at Labour. Quite a couple of players out of that side to start this game. Fortunately, the outer diamonds here at Blacktown not up to scratch due to recent weather events and the maintenance that's been going on. Need to move them to alternate location. Labour perfect, just down the road. Unfortunately, it was a game that consisted of 24 walks, which led to 23 runs and the 12-11 result for Blacktown, who walked it off. Two-two. Hit a Masiuk, lifted in the air. Kira Bastion out there to make the catch. 6 innings for Scott Richards, back on the 21st of February against Canterbury. He had just 87 pitches in that outing. 2 walks, 2 hits, struck out 8. Started in Wednesday's game, 3 innings for 62 pitches. 1 hit, 3 walks. All the offense that Macarthur could manage in that one. With the bullpen of Clapham, Willard and Wright couldn't keep Macarthur off the board. Macarthur scored 2 in the 5th, 2 in the 6th and 1 in the 7th to win game 1 of the series. Rio Sugawara lifts that one over to the left side of the infield. Ryan Mercer is over there to take the catch. Sugawara's retired, and that's 2 quick outs for Baulkham Hills after the leadoff single by Tim Nelson. It was Ryan Mercer who broke that run of 18 straight outs. Nelson still second. Runner in scoring position now with 2 outs for Macarthur. One no count here to Blake Gooding. Long hold there by Richards, really taking his time out there. That one hit over to Mercer, who lets it get straight through the wickets and into left field. The inning will continue here for Macarthur. Richards getting some weak contact, a couple of pop-ups, and then what should have been a regulation ground ball. It's through the legs. That puts runners on the corners here for Macarthur. So Shannon Hislop could really make it hurt here. And a charge to Mercer. A third innings of work for Scott Richards down in second grade. Out of 4 of the 5 games he appeared in down there. Just 4 earned runs on 13 hits. 4 walks, 15 strikeouts. ERA at 2.07. Picked off the runner at first. And not in time to make the tag at second. Whilst all that was happening, Tim Nelson comes in to score. And it gives Macarthur a 1-0 lead here in the first. Just how they drew it up. And the error continues the inning. Blake Gooding still second. Good throw by Levick. Just Babson couldn't apply the tag. And then Macarthur have a second runner in scoring position. Popped up. Foul territory. Underneath it is Levick. And with Gooding bearing down on him, he makes the catch in foul territory. But the error gives Macarthur an early lead. It's 1-0 as we head to the second. Last night's hero in Kean Howard. The DH role tonight, earning a game off his feet. Gets the watch on from the dugout. Had a rough night defensively, made a couple of good plays, and then a couple of tougher ones got the better of him. Came up when it mattered most at the bottom of the ninth. The winning run on second base. "21 appearances for Lachlan Brook on the year. That one punched in the right field and in for it. There's Luke Masiuk, makes a nice running catch. Good closing speed by Masiuk to run down that one. And Howard retired for the first out. Brook finished the regular season with a 1.76 ERA. Allowed a run in Wednesday night's game. Struck out 74 hitters on the year whilst walking just 29. Ten of his 21 runs were earned on 61 hits. Facing Jordan Castle here with one out, top of the second. The winner gets 10 days off before the start of the championship series. 25th of March. Now for a called strike to Castle. Now 2-2. The loser will play the winner of tonight's game between Blacktown and Cronulla. And 2 walk-offs last night. Blacktown coming from behind to defeat Cronulla. Jordan Castle goes down on strikes for out number 2. Ball 1 to Mitch Ellison. So that one hard but high, and Tim Nelson will range back. And he'll make the catch, and it's back-to-back 1-2-3s for Lachlan Brook to start this third semi-final game. We'll head to the bottom with Macarthur come up to bat. Chris Superman Douglas gets the assignment here to start the second. Why is he called Superman? Well, he laid out and made a huge grab in last night's game. Kept that streak of consecutive hitters retired. Try and drop down a bunt. Can't get it down facing Scott Richards. Scott's pitched at all 3 levels this year. Made 2 appearances in 3rd grade. And with a handful in 2nd grade. And that one whipped into left field. Down for a base hit. Douglas is aboard to start the inning. 10 innings in 3rd grade, a start and a relief appearance. Gave up just 2 earned runs on 6 hits. Striking out 15 and walking 2, so good. Walk to strikeout numbers from Scott Richards. Expect that from a player of his calibre and his experience. Spent 4 years at Odessa College in Texas. Had a couple of years off after coming back. A short stint in Mudgee and 2nd year back playing for Baulkham Hills. Don't know how much baseball we've played in Mudgee, but people in the booth next to me think it would have been 0, and I think would have enjoyed that time away. That one hit hard, but nicely grabbed by Mercer. Links up with Castle to get Douglas at second. Throw from Castle to first is offline. Most importantly, they get the lead-off man out. Make sure they get at least one of those 2 outs they were looking for. One away now for Campbell Harris. On the outside corner, missing for a ball, 1-1. Over the head of a leaping Ryan Mercer at third. That ball hard hit off the batter, Campbell Harris. And the Macarthur building. Macarthur building here in the second, trying to add on to their lead. Chris Fergie down the 9-hole, taking first pitch strike from Scott Richards. Up on the zone, Fergie bent back, thinking he might have been high. Spurway calls strike 2. Another double play here and keep the top of the order on ice until the third. Wigg goes. And the ball gets past Mercer in third. Wigg straight back to his feet. Bastion cleans up, but he'll just throw it back in. Ryan Mercer's going to go over to third base and ask if he touched it, but he was all over it. And Baulkham Hills do get their second run. In fact, it's Macarthur getting their second run. And Chris Fergie will try and drive in. Campbell Harris from second. Hit on the ground. In forward is Clapson. He bobbles, juggles, couldn't get a grip on it. And the offline throw, we'll see Chris Fergie get aboard. Macarthur will send their top of the lineup around for a second time here in the second. Macarthur looking to strike early. Walko with arms in the pen, starting to move. That one lifted into centre field. Ollie Watson underneath it. He won't have a play at home. We're going to ask if he tagged appropriately at third. I'm going to say safe. So 2 appeals for Baulkham Hills, and they're 0-2. And they trail this ball game 3-0. Sacrifice fly off the bat of Tim Nelson. And take full advantage of the throwing error by Sam Levick. Second error committed by Baulkham Hills in this game. Popped up. Foul. Oh. Fergie takes off. Moves himself in a second into scoring position. Macarthur keep things going. Going to take control of this game early and put Baulkham Hills under pressure. Swingingly missed there by Maciuk. Now 1-2. Long hold once more by Richards. That one pops up on the breaking ball, but not do enough to get out of play. Gets it in the air, Castle ranging back. He goes onto the grass. And he makes the catch whilst falling to his knees. Maybe praying to hold on to the ball, and he does just that to retire Luke Maciuk. Macarthur add to the lead. It's 3-0 as we head to the third here at Blacktown. Chris Douglas with the leaping attempt there. Couldn't get his glove or enough glove onto it. Maybe just, if we have a look at the replay, I think he might turn his head as the sun gets into his eyes. Yeah, just turned his head, maybe with the sun affecting his sight. Ryan Mercer, well, he broke up a string of 18. Straight outs last night. He breaks up the string of 6 so far to start this game from Macarthur. He's aboard here to get things started for Baulkham in the top of the third, trailing this game 3-0. Sam Levick, he jumps on the second pitch he sees from Lachlan Brook. And Baulkham Hills have got a couple of runners on. The 7 and 8 hitters getting it done. Going to get themselves onto the board here in the third. Down and into Akira Bastion. Takes the top of the zone. And 1 to the 9 hole for McCarp for Baulkham. Nails that one off. For 3 last night. Struck out looking. Baulkham Hills bunting early in the game last night, not looking to do that with the 9-hole hitter and runners on first and second with nobody out. Bit of a change in the game plan. That one hits to the left side. Who needs a bump when Sam Levick will record Baulkham Hills' third straight hit to start the third innings, and that's going to load the bases for the top of the order. Baulkham Hills looking for a response, and they've got it from the youngest part of their lineup. They're 7, 8 and 9 hitters. Loading the bases here to start the third. Top of the order, Riley Watson. Strong hack at that one, but only fouls it back. One misses to make it 1-1. Big swing, can't catch up to it. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Pitches away, so now the count moves to 2-2. Big comeback there by Lachlan Brook. Ronnie Watson to strike out. Watson not happy with himself as he slams the bat into the dirt. Now it's Luke Clapson. Singled in last night's ball game. Six hits for Baulkham last night, 4 for Macarthur. A very well pitched game between Cohen Wynn and Riley Puckett. And one hit hard but foul up the left field side. Puckett going 6 2/3. I thought Mitch Little might have brought him out maybe an inning too early, just 77 pitches. Up to Jacob Foster and Miles Martinez to see them home. For Wynn, it was 8 innings of 4 hit ball, allowing just the 1 earned run while striking out 4. He went 106 before Dylan Wright came out. And up zeros across the board in the ninth. That one lifted into left centre field, or more so at centre field for Tim Nelson, who makes a catch. And Ryan Mercer comes in on the sacrifice fly to get Baulkham on the board. But it's now 2 away. But runners remaining at first and second for Kobe Cuthbert. Lefty matchup. Cuthbert the only lefty in the Baulkham lineup for tonight. Cuthbert keep things going here for Baulkham. 3 straight singles, loaded the bases. Upson had the sacrifice fly with 1 out, driving Baulkham's run. Got another opportunity here to try and close his 2-run margin. How's that one off? Looking in, getting his pitch from Campbell Harris, looking at how to attack Cuthbert. The end of the bat again. 4 straight foul balls by Cuthbert. Look, another pitcher who will just come on and attack the zone. 29 walks in 69 innings. Didn't have more than 3 walks in any one game. That one tipped in the glove. Lachlan Brook limits the damage. A strikeout, a sack fly, and a strikeout to the 1-2-3 batters after 7, 8, 9 and reach. It's 3-1 as we head to the bottom half of the third. Three, 4, 5 for Macarthur here, bottom of the third. Macarthur leading 3-1. Punch their ticket to the championship final. Start on the 25th of March here at Blacktown, 3-game series. Baulkham Hills did have an arm in the pen in the top half of the third. Getting ready if Scotty Richards runs into trouble. Any trouble here with the heart of the lineup due up. Yeah, Sugawara made a great defensive play. Laying out on his backhand. Kira Basher coming in a long way to make that catch to retire Sugawara for out number 1. Blake Gooding takes ball 1 from Scott Richards. Airbender in there, but all the ball. Lots of movement on that one. It's 2-0. Hug on the ground, past the diving Luke Clapson, it's short. Into left field. Blake Gooding with his first hit of the ball game. Give Macarthur another spark to score some more. I think Luke Clapson could do about that one. It's just hard hit out of his reach. Down Hislop to the right side. Cusper comes in. And he'll just pick it up and step on the bag. Tie the power lefty for out number 2. Goody moves up to second. Check on the runner. Good throw. Put Castle onto the runner. That's easy to apply the tag, but Gooding's back on the base just in time. Too high there to Chris Douglas for 1-0. Gooding goes, and again the throw's sailed by Levick. This time Gooding looks like he might have hurt himself. Clutching at his hamstring. I fell awkwardly into the bag. Probably the reason why he didn't bounce up and try to advance the extra 90 feet with that ball into left field. Levick avoids an error. A stolen base and a sore hammy for Blake Gooding. And they send the pinch runner in as Mitch Little sends out the signal. Baulkham Arford. Coming to take over, and a crew out to carry Blake Gooding off the field as well. A 2-0 here to Chris Douglas. New runner taking over at third base, top of the zone. Three and 1. Here's the Macarthur shortstop. Popped up, right side. Ellison back for it. Makes the catch in between the shadows. And Baulkham Hills get out of the inning through 3 here at Blacktown in game 3 of this first grade major semi-final. It's Macarthur 3, Baulkham Hills 1. Keen Howard back up the middle to start the 4th, and Chris Douglas getting it done from the other side of second base to retire Keen Howard. Howard looking over to say, who was that man? Laid out spectacularly last night to rob a base hit. Fires it over to the new first baseman, Lachlan Arford, for the first out to start the 4th. One away now for Jordan Castle. That's at the knees for a called strike 1. And he goes straight back up the middle and out of range for Chris Fergie to get to. And that'll be Walker's 4th hit of the ball game. They went bang, bang, bang with 7, 8 and 9. In the top of the 3rd, they got a sacrifice fly. That's all that they could manage. The sack fly was bookended by a pair of strikeouts. Lachlan Brook getting out of the inning without too much damage. 0-1 here to Mitch Ellison. Swinging miss on that one. It's 0-2. Pitch gets away from Campbell Harris and Jordan Castle. Advances an extra 90 feet, now in scoring position. Chance for Baulkham Hills to bring themselves a run closer. Carson swings and misses that one. He goes down on strikes. It's a big second out here for Lachlan Brook. The third time that Brook has faced Baulkham Hills, once during the regular season. He got the start in Wednesday night's first game of the series back on October 18. Game won 4-2 by Macarthur. Outside corner. We had 6 innings, 4 hits, 2 runs, both earned on 5 with 5 strikeouts, 76 pitches. Over to Fergie. And he fires it over to Arford. And the 1-out single from Jordan Castle is retired to end the top of the 4th. Dane Wigg gets it started here in the bottom of the 4th, lining that ball into right field. Got Richards back out for another inning of work. Macarthur got bodies in the bullpen. Fletcher Willard was up there earlier. Check on the runner. Back standing on the bag. Another check. Weaker base running threat for Macarthur. Campbell Harris not happy at the plate. No MLB limits here in the State League. Pick off as many times as you want. The zone, called a strike. Count now 1-1. Harris lifts that one up in the air, but that's going to get foul. Trying to move that runner in Dane Wigg up an extra 90 feet. Trying to add to their 3-run lead, or their 2-run lead, in fact. Two from Richards. Have to wait. That's another pick-off attempt over to first. Really keeping an eye on the speedy Dane Wigg. Wigg doesn't go. Harris lifts that into centre field. Back forward is Riley Watson. He makes the catch for the first out here in the bottom of the 4th. With a 9-hole now in Chris Fergie. Just leaves that one up. The ball 1. Feeling right, warming up for Macarthur. I think if Richards gets into too much trouble here, it might be time for a pitching change. That's in there for a called strike. The count now 2-1. Just trying to get himself out of this inning. He's still standing at first. That's on the ground to Clapson, to Castle. And same scenario as last time. They get the lead-off man. Bergie runs pretty well, plus it was a tough-ish play for Clapton. Had to go to his right. And then not the cleanest turn by Jordan Castle, but effective. Get the first out at second. Going to get the second out back at first. But it is 2 away now. Can't forget the leadoff man in Tim Nelson. Tim Nelson, soft liner there to Jordan Castle. And he's retired to end things here in the 4th. Macarthur still leading 3-run. 2 quick outs for Macarthur here to start the 5th. Sam Levick striking out. Kira Bastion flying out. 2-1 count here to Riley Watson. Up the middle, Douglas on the high hop. He's all over that one. Stellar defence from the Macarthur shortstop. Lachlan Brook gets a 1-2-3 in the books into the home half of the 5th when we come back. Luke Masiuk down on 3 straight pitches here. Start at the bottom of the 5th. Sorry, Richards climbing the ladder there to get the powerful and speedy Masiuk. Out number 1. Sugawara the next hit up. I don't know. Another well pitch to fair from both sides. Brook with his nose in front at the moment, with Arthur scoring a run in the first, 2 in the second. Porco 3 straight singles in the third, could only get 1 run as a result. And that's where we play here in the bottom of the 5th. Down the dirt, now 2-on-1 to Sugawara. Strike evens the count at 2-2. That's right side through the gap for a base hit into right field. Macarthur had a base runner in every inning so far. Movement yet from Baulkham Hills, no. Need to stress just yet. And one on the ground to Mercer. You're only going to have one play. And he'll get Lachlan Arford over at first, who had his first at bat. Coming in defensively, coming in as a pinch runner for Blake Gooding. Blake has a hamstring injury. Well, I hope that Macarthur can earn the week off and give him plenty of time to recover. Tilt at the championship. Breaking ball from Richards to the lefty. And Hislop does enough. Slightest of grazers on Hislop, so it's him take his place at first base. 2 on and 2 out here for Macarthur. Chris Douglas. Relatively quiet so far. Just 1 for 5 in the series before tonight. 2 for 7. All up, including his 1 for 2 already tonight. On the outside corner. Yeah, the 6-game hitting streak broken in last night's game. .27 hits on the year from his 88 at-bats, giving him a .307 average. He went hitless in 3 contests. All of November and December with injury. Chance here to extend Macarthur's lead. He won the count in his favour. And it's able to draw the walk. It's the first walk issued by Scott Richards with 4 2/3. Keep my eye on Phil Hammer. Still at the top step of the dugout, but now he comes out. He'll come out. Just have a quick word with Scotty Richards. See what he's sitting up there in the bullpen. A strong outing by Richards, just 3 runs allowed so far through 4 2/3. 1 in the first, 2 in the second. Just one of those runs were earned after an error. The bases loaded for Macarthur. Dane Wigg the hitter. Big swing and miss. Scored in the second inning. Scored after an errant throw by Sam Levick. Wigg was stealing second. Wigg was stealing third, rather. Came in to score on the throwing error by Levick. Macarthur's second run. Tim Nelson had the sacrifice fly in the next at bat. Spurway didn't like it. Not Spurway, Scott Richards didn't like it. Richards thought he had the strikeout. Started walking back towards the dugout. He didn't get the call. Count moves to 1-2. That's in there this time. Richards likes it. Wigg walks off, throws his equipment back towards the dugout. And we get through 5 here at Blacktown. Rio Sugawara with his second big stop of the night. That one was hit hard by Luke Clapson, straight at him. Got down to it. Shortened the distance and made a good throw. Retire Clapson for out number 1. Now we start things here in the 6th. Macarthur leading 3-1. Gary Cuspert lifts it into centre field, and out there is Tim Nelson to make the catch. That's 2 quick outs. Going to start the 6th. To the right side off the bat of Keane Howard. Over to it, Fergie. And in time to complete another 1, 2, 3. The 4th one worked by Lachlan Brook. He says his team back to the batter's box in the bottom of the 6th. Baulkham Hills make the first pitching change of the evening. Going to Dylan Wright to replace Scott Richards, who was solid through 5. 3 runs given up, just 1 of them earned. He has 2 strikeouts, including a strikeout of Dane Wigg to end his outing. Ripped hard up the line, but foul. Needing 80 pitches in total. Facing 45 batters. I'll be over to the bullpen to try and keep this a 3-1 ball game and give Baulkham Hills a chance to win it late. As we move into the championship innings of this game, the 7th, 8th and 9th inning. Leadoff man aboard. Campbell Harris drawing the walk to start. Arthur would love some insurance runs here. Get their noses further in front. Really take this game away from Baulkham Hills. Two teams that had an opportunity in the final week of the season for a real pre-final showdown. Baulkham Hills were half a game behind Macarthur. Fortunately, the weather had other ideas and washed out both the Wednesday night and the Sunday game. Macarthur able to hang on to the minor premiership. And they're currently out here, head 3-1. Looking to earn themselves 10 days off before the Championship Series begins next Wednesday night here at Blacktown. Chris Fergie takes out at the top of the zone for 2-1. I'm going to miss by a Fergie. They'll fill the count up at 3-2. Three-two lifted. Tough play. Bashing it in, he can't get there. Kira was bearing down on it, Clapson out for it. Pair of base runners with nobody out here for Macarthur. Back to the top of the order. Nelson trying to lay down the bunt. Successful on his first attempt. Macarthur will try to do it again. Move a pair of runners in the scoring position. 2, 3 and 4 hitters. Try and drive them in. Nobody out for Macarthur here in the bottom of the 6th. Colin Blacktown up next to close out a very busy week of semi-final baseball here. Almost called. Last 4 ungranted by Tim Nelson. Or Tim Nelson rather. Granted by Jason Spurway. On 1. The first fouled bunt attempt. Cuspity in ready for it. offers at it. Can't get it down. Probably wishing he pulled that attempt back, Nelson. That was a high pitch out of the zone. Rule of thumb when you're trying to bunt, only bunt at strikes. He strikes out swinging. And able to get the job done. Huge first out. They call the time after a long hold by Wright. Top of the zone, there's ball one. This game's starting to grind to a little bit of a halt. Dylan Wright is out here taking his time out in the mound. Popped up, get out of play. Top of the grandstand roof. 1-1 the count. And a Luke Matthew, kid from Connecticut. I'm in the pen for Baulkham Hills. Looks like it might be Blake Chipperfield. Top of the zone. Good location there by Wright. Head here 1 and 2. Another call of time. That's 3 now. So you could adjust his gloves. Count at 1 and 2. It's too high. Make it now 2 and 2. Three for 10 in the series for Luke Matthew. That one gets away. The bunt that Tim Nelson couldn't get down. Now job done for Macarthur with runners moving up 90 feet. First base now open. And with 2 runners in scoring position, will bring the Baulkham Hills infield in. Swing and a miss. Asiok unhappy with himself. That's 2 strikeouts here for Wright. And a big one of Luke Masiuk. The pair of Macarthur runners in scoring position. Whacks himself in the head with the bat. Going to knock some sense into himself maybe. And they're going to put Rio Sugawara on. That's a good call. Also brings up a fresh player. And Ethan Clugston, who is in the game in place of Lachlan Arford. They fancy their chances against the fresh Clugston. As the volume just goes up a little bit down in the stadium level. Wright gets a swing and miss out of Clugston for 0-1. Chases that high pitch again and he's in the hole here, 0-2. Right, trying to strike out the side. Keep it a 2 deficit ball game into the home stretch. There's the 0-2. Too far outside. On ball and 2 strikes. He's got one up. That makes it 3-2. Nowhere to put him. Then Wright needs to come back into the zone. Bases loaded with Macarthur Orioles. Count 3-2 with 2 out. Runners will be going on the pitch. Worked all the way back from 0-2. Ethan Clugston, the 3-2. Outside corner, strike 3 called. Jason Spurway rings him up. And Baulkham Hills escape the jam. They leave the bases loaded and we're off to the 7th. So Macarthur able to get an extra inning out of their starter. They've gone to the bullpen with Jacob Foster. And Jordan Castle straight away. And the Hoover. No, he doesn't get it. I was just about to say the Hoover for Macarthur and Chris Douglas. Another play on the other side of second base. Just not in time. And a great call over there by Andrew Clements to rule Jordan Castle safe. It's a lead-off single for Baulkham Hills, just their 5th hit of the night. The battle of the bullpens now. The starters have done their job. 1-0 here to Mitch Ellison. Well, Jacob Foster last night. That one up the line, but middle tail. Nice catch in the Macarthur bullpen. Directly behind the screen, so we couldn't see who it was. An inning in the 3rd for Foster last night. 25 pitches. He threw 28 2/3 in the regular season. Finished with a 5.21 ERA, which has come down to 4.7. He's pitched in every game in this final series. 4 1/3 plus. Faced 18 batters, 5 hits, an earned run, 4 strikeouts. Lifted high. Nelson will go over and get it. Castle will go back to tag. In fact, it'll be the right fielder and Luke Macy who will make the catch. That'll be the first out. Here in the top half of the 7th. Dane Wigg has taken over at first base. He was actually there in the previous inning with Ethan Clugston coming into the game. Those changes happened in the 6th. Mercer the hitter, didn't like that pitch. Foster ahead here, 0-1. Holds his swing. Harris knocks it down. 1 ball, 1 strike. Big cut on that one for Mercer, but it goes foul up the baseline. And one popped up again. It's a good at-bat here by Mercer. On the ground to the left side. Going to be a foot race over to third. And they win it over there. Castle going on contact. The ball was hit to Douglas. He chased him for a moment, and then the underhand toss to Rio Sugawara was in time to apply the tag for out number 2. So 2 away. The 9-hole hitter in Sam Levick. Baulkham Hills with the runner in scoring position, but it was erased on the fielder's choice. Baulkham Hills shortstop and third baseman Chris Douglas and Rio Sugawara getting their job done defensively. Chris Douglas has made a couple of really good plays up the middle, some of them on the opposite side of the base. And they get the strikeout of Levick to finish the inning. Baulkham Hills had a chance, but they couldn't take it. Macarthur keep it a 3-1 ball game, looking for insurance after we stretch. Shannon Hislop leads us off here in the bottom of the 7th. Macarthur find some insurance and put this game to bed. We set for some more late drama. Just like last night, both games ending in a walk-off. Baulkham Hills in the early game, Blacktown in the late game. Both teams forcing tonight's game 3s. Two and two here to Hislop. Baulkham Hills have played him perfectly throughout this series. Newcastle's been on the grass pretty much every time. Tricky prospect though when you play deep in that second base hole. Get the ball bouncing on the dirt. A little bit more of a solid foundation after it. Once it gets on the grass, it could really mean trouble. Pulled up the first base line, but just going foul before it crossed the bag. That battle continue with the count at 3 and 2. That one hit high, deep, back for Ellison. He'll take it just on the edge of the warning track. Might have been a broken bat there for Shannon Hislop. Baulkham Hills record out number 1. Douglas would love to get himself on base here. Working his backside off defensively. Big hack at that one. 313 regular season batting average for Chris Douglas. It's 2 for 7. This major semi-final series. That's in there for a called strike. Quickly behind here 0 and 2. It's a position that he's found himself in a lot. Five times, in fact, through the first 2 games. Found himself in a 2-strike count. And was able to see a few extra pitches. This time he grounds out. That's 2 big outs for Baulkham Hills here in the bottom of the 7th. Dane Wigg started in left field, now finds himself at first base. After the injury to Blake Gooding. His hamstring stealing third base. Likely the reason why this game is still a 3-1 ball game as opposed to 4-1. Ball that was thrown down the third to try and get Gooding was thrown into left field. Wigg came in to score the first time that happened, but Gooding was down on the ground in pain. That one looks like it might have come off the hands there for Wigg. Sounds that one off. Count at 1 and 2. Limited season for Wigg. Had him just a dozen matches. And a hit on Wednesday night going 1 for 2 was hitless in 4 at-bats. last night. That one. Almost called that a no ball. Long way off the pitch. All right, maybe losing his footing up there on the mound. First base umpire Ben Nash was in a little bit of trouble there. That ball was straight at him. Be officiating in our next game. He's apparently just down there on the concourse level. So he's there just to the left, talking to Cronulla personnel. That one too, Clapson is short, in for it, kicks off the heel of his glove. We will be aboard on the error charge to Clapson. Tough in between hop as you're charging the ball. One of the tougher plays to make in baseball. Ball would have had a bit of top spin on it as well, the way it was hit off the bat of Wig. Two out here for Campbell Harris. Baulkham Hills continue to keep an eye on Wig. Now he's a base running threat. Scotty Richards had a handful of pick-off attempts over there at first. Last time Wig was standing on the bag. A look. Keeping him close. Here to Harris. 2 tonight. To the left side. Clapson can't get to it. The left field for a base hit. He continues here for Macarthur. Willard back up in the bullpen for Baulkham Hills. No one warming for Macarthur. Top of the zone, called strike here to Chris Fergie, the 9-hole hitter. Been a tough out tonight. Baulkham Hills find a way to get him here. At the top of the order from coming around. With runners on base. Oh, 2 here to Fergie. Fergie with a big lead at second. Swing and a miss on the sword. Dylan Wright holds his composure. They're through 7 here at Blacktown. 3-1 Macarthur. Time starting to run out for Baulkham Hills. They're down to their final 6 outs. 9-1-2. Start the 8th. Not the pitching that's keeping them off the base path. It's been the stellar defence. Chris Douglas and Rio Sugawara. Getting it done. They've made some outstanding plays tonight. Swing and a miss for Bastianen. Count now full at 3-2. Also trying to close out the game. Bullpen empty at the moment for Macarthur, although as I look over there, the player standing in a black jumper, blending into the black mesh around the bullpen, so maybe an emergency pitcher up there in case. No one throwing as yet. The lead-off walk to Kira Bastianen, and one of the things you don't want to do is walk in the 9-hole hitter. 9-hole hitter, especially to start the inning. The top of the order has been quiet for Baulkham Hills tonight. Top 4, 0 for 14. The Clapson and the RBI on the sacrifice fly, and that's all. 3 strikeouts between the top 4 hitters. Castle, Mercer, Levick and Bastian at the bottom half of the order. They'll put the hits together. Macarthur out hitting Baulkham Hills 9-3. Walker with 5 errors. Oh, sorry, with 3 errors. That one straight back up the middle, but yeah, dying in front of Tim Nelson. Started attacking it, but realised it was going to run out of juice. Maybe just that hesitation right at the start, which as an outfielder taught to do. Sat back on it. Just as I asked the question, if there's anyone ready, there is. It'll be Miles Martinez out of the bullpen. Walco with the tying runs aboard here in the 8th. That's the hard-throwing lefty, Miles Martinez, to shut down Baulkham Hills here in the 8th. The tying runs are on. Clapson at the plate. I asked the question a couple of innings ago. A similar situation. This time I get the answer. Clapson drops down the bunt. Only one play for Martinez. And it's on line to Wig at first for out number 1. Sacrifice bunt. Moves the runners into second and third. And now 2 chances to Baulkham Hills to tie up the ball game. Miles Martinez has allowed just 3 earned runs in his last 10 appearances. 3 runs coming against Cronulla back on February 21 in 3 2/3 innings of relief. Blacktown got to him in his very first appearance. 3 runs all earned on 4 hits, 3 walks, 3 strikeouts on 2 1/3 innings. Started the season with an 11.57 ERA. He's got it all the way down to 2.172. Straight back over the top of the pitcher this time. That's into centre field. Getting the wave home is Watson. Plate the plate in time! Great throw by Tim Nelson on the money. Campbell Harris applies the tag. Jason Dormer and Phil Hammer out to argue. Potentially Campbell Harris blocking the plate. You see Harris there. And I don't see anything wrong with that call. Oh. Hold the phone. Umpires having a chat. I doubt they would have seen what I just saw. I won't point it out. You can pick it up yourself. The throw, the tag, in time. Great job. I know, it's all right. His hand was in the glove. He was attempting to take it out. I think that's what the conversation might be about, the ball coming out of the glove of Campbell Harris. That replay clearly shows that he was attempting to take the ball out of the glove. So Baulkham Hills get 1 run. Kobe Cuthbert. Jumping on the pitch from Miles Martinez. But Riley Watson thrown out at home. The tying run for Baulkham Hills. Tension's high here at Blacktown. Great throw by Tim Nelson. So Kean Howard, he was the hero last night. Unfortunately, doesn't have a runner in scoring position here to try and tie it up unless Kobe Cuthbert can make his way up to second. Check swing. I'm going to say he didn't swing. That's 1-0. Cuthbert, that one gets through. That's the break that Baulkham Hills needed. Now Kobe Cuthbert in scoring position. I was just about to say Cuthbert, not a noted base stealer. He's 100% in unstolen bases. Oh, let me take that back. He's 2 for 3 in stolen bases. Coming late in the season, February 1 and 18. Cronulla and Vikings, the 2 successful stolen bases. caught stealing against Greater Western on the 25th of February. 2 for 3 in stolen bases. That doesn't matter anymore. The likelihood of him running in this situation low. Can Kean Howard do it again? It was against Martinez last night. He drove in the winning run. They drive in the tying run here in the 8th. Swing and a miss, gets away though. And that one is going to see Kean Howard reach first, is it? Yes, over the head of Wigg. Here comes Cuthbert to the plate, and he'll score without a throw. The wild pitch leading to the tying run. The throw from Campbell Harris offline up to first base, probably better putting it in his pocket. And Kean Howard, he got it done last night, and he's got it done, although in unconventional fashion here tonight. Kobe Cuthbert saw that the ball was offline, head first into the home plate, and we are tied here in the 8th. Jordan Castle dumps one into right field. He's got himself a 3-hit night. And the inning continues here for Baulkham. The third time they've seen Miles Martinez in the space of 5 days. And just as I mentioned, the top of the order have been so quiet, they've produced here in the 8th. Watson and Cuthbert with big hits. Kean Howard, who will be pinch run for here by Jaden Jang. And then Jordan Castle with a 3-hit night to move the go-ahead run into scoring position for Baulkham Hills. The third base dugout up on their feet, getting louder with every pitch. Check on the runner, is in trouble? No, just back in time. The problem when you try and put some youthful legs out on the base paths. In fact, it's Isla Jung. Bouncing around out there in front of Chris Douglas. In there for a called strike. Mitch Olsen trying to find the go-ahead knock. This has been the series. 2 for 7. 2 for 10 on the series so far for Mitch Ellison. 3-3 ball game here in the top of the 8th. 2-1 the count here to Mitch Ellison. Check on the runner again. Chung being picked on over there at second. Simple assignment for him. Don't get picked off. But be a pain in the backside. Strike 2 into Ellison. 2 and 2, 2 out, 2 on. Tie ball game. 2 already in. Here in the 8th for Baulkham. Fouls it off, Ellison. Martinez has that big sweeping pitch. That's the one that Kean Howard swung on and missed, but it got away from the catcher. Kobe Cuthbert came all the way around from second to tie the ball game. Poked right side, Ellison, but out of play. Count remains 2-2. How much longer can this game go? One of these two teams find a winner in regulation, or will Blacktown and Macarthur be waiting even longer? Check swing. Punched over towards the Macarthur dugout. Blacktown and Cronulla rather, were scheduled for 7:30. And we were forced to wait an hour for one player to turn up to this game that was involved in another game up the road in second grade. Swing on a miss. Mitch Ellison can't find the hit to put his team in front, but a huge 8th inning for Baulkham Hills. They tie it up. Macarthur responding in a moment. So Dylan Wright out for the bottom of the 8th. Got the top of the order to deal with. Nelson, Masiuk and Sugawara. Outside corner. One and two. And one punch, right side. Over there is Ellison. He makes the catch for out number 1. Luke Masiuk. It's ball one. Fouled that one off. One ball, one strike. This series certainly living up to its expectation. Two teams separated by half a game. Came down to the bullpens on Wednesday. Came down to the bullpens last night. Once again, it'll be whose bullpen can stand up to the task. And one pops up. Levitt gets rid of the headgear. And makes the catch for out number 2. Punches gloves with his pitcher. And that's 2 huge outs here in the 8th. Yeah, Sugawara. 1 for 3 tonight. He came on at 3-2 count. He punched into right field in his previous at-bat. And he gets something started with 2 out here for his team. Outside corner, 2 balls and 1 strike. Right, looking for the first 1-2-3 innings of the night for Baulkham Hills. Three and 1 to the Macarthur third baseman. Top of the zone, call the strike. Fills the count up once more. Payoff pitch coming here for Dylan Wright, trying to finish this inning off. Send this game to the 9th. He can't do it, he's going to walk. Rio Sugawara. Big 2-out walk for Macarthur. In the dirt. Nathan Clugston, just his second at bat. Came in defensively a couple of innings ago. Ball 2, so back-to-back hitters is falling behind on the count 2-0. Able to work the count full on Sugawara. Just taking a moment now to reset. Fletcher Willard back up in the pen for Baulkham Hills. Off the zone there. Makes it 2-1. Swing and miss by Clugston, can't hold off. Count there, even 2-2. Leaves that one up. The pressure now starting to mount for Baulkham Hills. All right, just struggling with his command a little bit. They're going to need one more pitcher, one more inning at least. Into centre field off the bat of Clugston. Weakly hit, but hit enough to get into the outfield on the 3-2 pitch. Dylan Wright missed his spot. He left it up in the zone. And the inning continues here for Macarthur. Decision here for Phil Hammer. Shannon Hislop stepping in the left-handed batter's box. They're going to pitch to him, which is a brave decision. Lifted, back for it. Here's Watson who makes the catch, and the decision pays dividends for Baulkham Hills. They bend, they don't break. We're off to the ninth here at Blacktown. It was 7-8-9 that got it on the board for Macarthur. Back in the third. Going to be 7-8-9 that finds the go-ahead run for Baulkham here in the ninth. Outside corner. Taken for a strike by Ryan Mercer. 3 for 9, bottom third of the lineup. They all combined for hits, and then Luke Clapson had the sacrifice fly to get Baulkham on the board. Mercer didn't like that call. It's now 1-2. Martinez missing with his spot there. That one dumped into right field. He's going to have to hurry though, and he will get there in time. Almost a 9-3. Luke Massey closed quickly. He does have good speed. Mercer had to hustle, and hustle he did. Decision time now for Baulkham Hills. Are they playing for one? You'd think so. Against a tough pitcher here in Miles Martinez. Sam Levick. Sugawara in a long way from third, and that one's going to bounce up and hit Levick. Put it down, but bounces straight back into him. Inch Little getting Rio Sugawara all the way in. Very emphatic with his in signal in that Macarthur dugout. I want to try and turn two, or at least get the lead runner. That pitch missing. Nice job there by Martinez just to put some doubt into the head of Levick. See if he was going to chase at it. And a couple of hitters chase after pitches. One of the rules when bunting is only bunt strikes. Swinging him away. Interesting decision. Going to go back to the bunt. But the field can go back to double play depth. Out moves to 1 and 2. Now one at the bottom of the zone, now 2 and 2. Baulkham Hills happy to run with the guys in the lineup. No signs of any pinch hitters or anything with these younger guys. Maybe an opportunity for an elder statesman to come and do a job. That's why they've got Levick down on strikes. That's the first out for Macarthur. Can't get the bunt down, and he ends up striking out on a pitch at the knees for out number 1. All these clubs that insist on having 45 players on the roster, yet we've only seen 2 changes per team. Baulkham Hills choosing not to go for some experience over youth here. Mercer with the lead-off single. Still standing at first base. Ashton takes that one for a called strike. Goes this time, the throw from Harris. In time to get the outs. Baulkham had to try something. They couldn't get the bunt down. Ryan Mercer's caught stealing at second base. Hard to tell there with orange dust flying everywhere. As soon as Dave Brody saw the ball in the glove of Chris Douglas, he was happy to throw up the fist. Swing and a miss by Bashinen. Now the count moves to 2 and 2. Macarthur will have Douglas, Wigg and Harris up in the 9th. Martinez strikes out Bashinen. You get a pair of strikeouts and a caught stealing in the top of the 9th. Can Macarthur walk it off, or are we headed for extras here at Blacktown? We had 2 walk-offs last night. Do we have more late drama here? Well, we're going to have late drama one way or another because it's late and it's going to be dramatic whichever way it happens. Can we do it in regulation or will we require extra innings? Haven't required it so far through 4, almost 5 games. Chris Douglas shows bunt, pulls it back. Dylan Wright back out of the mound. Fletcher Willard's been up in that bullpen since the 2nd inning. Extra innings don't have the ghost runner. Ghost runner only in play during regular season. So we've already seen one 18-inning conquest between these 2 teams in playoff history. Let's hope we don't have another one tonight, because I don't think either team has any more pitching left. And we've still got another game to get through. Might have to turn the lights on the AFL field and play it over there. 3-1 to Chris Douglas. If he can get on, he'll be the winning run. They have the experience at the bottom of their order to manufacture it. Ball 4. And the leadoff man aboard for Macarthur. This is playoff baseball at its best. And here comes Phil Hemmer. But Fletcher Willard, who's been warming up since around the second or third inning, finally gets his chance out of the bullpen. 25 and 2/3 innings in first grade this year. Shows bunt, Dane Wigg, and the ball gets away from the catcher, Sam Levick. Base hit will now win it for Macarthur. 4.56 ERA for Willard on the season. All of his work out of the pen. He'll face Macarthur all year until Wednesday night. Outside corner, called strike. Weak showing bunt. Happy to take it. We'll have the next game, Blacktown and Cronulla, half an hour after this one finishes. Whenever that may be. And we can only glance that down to the boundary for 4 runs. Count moves to 1 and 2. We will have to swing away here. Willard trying to find it out. Breaking ball, freezes Wigg. Takes him by surprise, but that's a great pitch by Fletcher Willard. It was up, he tried to stick his elbow in front of it, and he will walk back to the dugout. The first out of the inning. Still confused with that pitch. He unintentionally walked Campbell Harris. He's 2 for 3 tonight. And they go after Chris Fergie. Baulkham Hills pull the Houdini. Popped up, right side, Ellison in for it. Camped underneath it. Douglas won't go anywhere. He can only walk back to the bag. And Fletcher Willard about to pull off a magic trick. Tim Nelson at the top of the order. He had the throw from centre field. He gunned down Mitch Ellison at home. It's the reason this game is tied and Borco aren't leading. Can he be the ultimate hero with the game-winning knock? Takes that pitch for a strike. 1-1. The Lionel Harris medal winner 2 seasons ago. One from Willard. Outside corner, great location. Went straight to the fastball. Through an absolute dot. To get the count in his favour and 1 pitch away from escaping this jam. Willard set, fires. Nelson trying to stick the shoulder in front of it. Would have been an interesting decision for Jason Spurway if it did make contact. 1 for 4 tonight, Tim Nelson. Lifted right side in the gap, is it? Ellison chasing it back. Off his glove and down for a base hit. Tim Nelson gets it done. Macarthur, hold on. Macarthur go through to the Championship Series starting next Wednesday. Tim Nelson, the hero defensively. Tim Nelson, the hero with the bat, driving in the winning run. Chris Douglas scoring the winning run. And it's Macarthur 4, Baulkham Hills 3, our third walk-off in the space of 24 hours. Lachlan Brook, the starter, 6 innings, just a 1 earned run. He struck out 6. Jacob Foster came out of the pen. He allowed a run. And then Baulkham Hills, they got to Miles Martinez in that 8th inning where they tied it up. They were unlucky not to have the lead. It was 5 strong innings from Scotty Richards, striking out a pair. Just 1 earned run on 7 hits. Dylan Wright was strong through 3 as well. Just ran out of gas towards the end. And unfortunately, Fletcher Willard just couldn't hold off Baulkham Hills the second time. Sorry, hold off Macarthur the second time. Macarthur have broken the hearts of the Kookaburras in the space of 5 days. The Orioles will get a week and a half off. Baulkham Hills, they'll rebound and they'll play the winner of our next game with Blacktown and Cronulla. That'll start in half an hour's time. So go grab yourself a late dinner. Strap yourself in for another 9 innings of jam-packed baseball here at Blacktown. Macarthur, the winner, and into the grand final series. We'll be back in 30 minutes.